can't believe you went to that place I can't find on a map.
There you go. There's for your fucking news cycle. Now go twist all of that around.
Bill Burr just responded to the controversy about his appearance at the Riyadh Comedy Festival, and boy, his audience is still super upset because in this new episode of his podcast, he didn't really address the primary criticisms that people had. He rather lashed out super hard, seeing himself as a victim of a hate mob who are, quote, twisting his words, even claiming that everybody criticizing him are just bots, which is absolutely wild. And overall, this response really missed the mark.
You guys are asking me, obviously, a ton of questions about the absolute controversy, all right? Here's the deal. I have no problem answering any of them. The problem I have is after I answer them, it all gets clipped. And then once it gets clipped, then the lies start getting told, or they start shaping it and making it this and making it that. So all I'm doing is just throwing another log, and then they can make more money. No, I'm sorry. Well, no, because they care so much. That's right. Sorry, not because they're just making money.
So you don't want to add logs to the fire by responding to the situation, and you say that while you talk about it for the next 5 minutes on your podcast. Already makes no sense. You're still adding logs to the fire. You might as well give a coherent response. And this claim that people are only criticizing you for the money is insane. None of these YouTube commenters are making any money off of criticizing you. Yet, commentary YouTubers and news sources are making money, but that's the name of the game. You are a comedian. You yourself have made money off of criticizing other people, but now that others are doing the same to your situations, it's a moral error or something? I'm confused.
The level of like straight up lies is just, it's wild. So like these stories of like there was no women there, he just performed to the Royals. By the time they're done with this shit, they're going to say I went over there and did a one-on-one show in a fucking tent staring at my toes, and then I left for the head fucking guy, whoever the hell it is over there, right? I performed in an arena over there. In the round, there was 8,000 people at the show. Okay? It was citizens.
Well, all right. To his credit, that one critique that not many people are making is false. There were plenty of women at the show, but people are more focused on the fact that you're a comedian whose whole bit is speaking truth to power and ruthless free expression, yet you took a check from an oppressive government not to make jokes at their leadership while on stage. That move is antithetical to your entire brand. I wish he would just admit that he did this for the money and move on, but instead he deploys the funniest gaslighting tactic ever.
And then they had diplomats sitting down front in a nerve-wracking way for the performer to make sure that, you know, you didn't talk about the 2 or 3 things that they said that they negotiated down to not talk about. Once again, as I said before, whoever put together the comedy festival and everything, what it did for freedom of speech over there, because like before it started, you couldn't talk about all of this stuff, and then they whittled it down to just that. And that is how, you know, if you truly care about stuff like that, you gradually move towards something more positive.
Come on, my man. You performed there to enhance the country's free speech. Meanwhile, they're still imprisoning people for speech, and they've shown no signs of slowing down. Yeah, to your credit, you got the speech restrictions reduced on your show, but the laws are still the same. You couldn't joke about the government. That isn't forwarding free speech. It's actually quite the opposite. The only reason they let y'all speak there is to give off the impression on the world stage that they're becoming more modern and progressive. But that's all it is. It's just an impression. Their citizens are not seeing that increasing liberation. It's a joke. Anyways, he's got a couple more stories for us. Let's hope he locks in and fixes this.
All of this sanctimonious shit out there, I'm going to tell you something right now. I saw, in 33 years of stand-up, I've never seen anybody with bigger balls. And I'm not going to say the name of the comedian, even though you're going to figure it out. But I'm just trying not to get anybody else this fucking shit coming at him. Went on over there, openly gay. And in the middle of the set, 2 of the diplomats got up to go to the bathroom. And this person said, hey, where are you going? Are you going to go on Grindr? I mean, I've seen them all. I've never seen anybody. It's like, I don't have the balls to say that. And the fact that her own people came at her and all of that, it's disgusting.
Wait, does Bill Burr not realize that being gay is still illegal in Saudi Arabia? If a Saudi citizen made that same joke in one of their tweets, they would have ended up in jail or even worse. And by the way, I'm shocked that a gay comedian got there in the first place. Like, this girl must be slick. Either they missed that part in the applicant review, or they are committed to the fake progressive image. Now, I can't confirm this next part, but there was a lesbian comedian there called Jessica Kierson who expresses sincere regret over her performance there. She said that she was shocked to be asked to perform there in the first place, and that she even went as far as to request a guarantee that she could be openly out as lesbian on stage and perform gay material. To what extent they let her do that, I'm not sure. I can't imagine it was much. She says, "I hope that this experience could help LGBTQ people in Saudi Arabia feel seen and valued. I am grateful that I was able to do precisely that. To my knowledge, I am the first openly gay comic to talk about it on stage in that country. I received messages from attendees sharing how much it meant to them to participate in a gay-affirming event. At the same time, I deeply regret participating under the auspice of the Saudi government." Now, your presence may help these people if there were some gay people in the audience, but the biggest effect of you being there was aiding in the whitewashing of the regime that openly oppresses them every single day. After your appearance, they have no intention of loosening their anti-gay laws. They're only letting you do that insofar as it forwards their own self-interest. Beyond that, they have no regard for these people's human rights. Maybe Bill was talking about her, maybe he wasn't, but still, I thought her perspective was important to mention. Anyways, let's get back to Bill's ranting, where he begins to demonize those who are giving him any criticism.
I don't want to talk anymore about it, but like I said, like I would love to answer all of this stuff. I'm not afraid of any of these questions. I would love to answer them. You know, it's just that the way that it is being used, and yeah, I'm going to shut up now. There you go. There's for your fucking news cycle. Now go twist all of that around. But just remember, there was women at the show, 4 hotties down front, faces were not covered, smoke shows down front, 8,000 citizens is what I performed in front of, and then I had the teachers looking at me while I did it.
Yeah, and those teachers are not the ones funding your event, man. Come on.
And I also connected in a country that had just been hit by 2 fucking missiles, 3 missiles, whatever the fuck it was. So, you know, I'm going to go with the fact that people really, the reason you didn't go, not because you were scared shitless. Because we all were. So, and I get it if you were.
So you're saying the reason that people didn't go is not because they were scared shitless, but because they wanted to, like, morally grandstand? I don't know if that's what you're saying. You're not making it very clear. You say earlier, oh, go twist that for your news cycle. It's like, well, you're not really giving us a coherent statement, so all we're left to do is infer from the random scraps that you're throwing at us.
So that's why I'm not answering your shit. Just hang in there for a minute. And when the bots get everybody mad at something else, I'll answer any and all fucking questions that you want to answer.
Oh, yes. Everybody who criticizes me is a robot. A classic coming from a guy who spent his whole career criticizing others, but now that it's him on the hot seat, all of a sudden he can't handle it. Kind of disappointing. It seems like he's a little bit more arrogant than we previously expected. Should have just said you did it for the money and moved on, man. This response was not good. 0 out of 10. If y'all enjoyed this video, click the one on screen right now to keep watching. If y'all enjoyed this video, click the one on screen right now to keep watching. If he does another response, I'll cover it as soon as possible, and I'll see you there. Goodbye.